Are we not live yet? We're good? We're live here at Mohawk, second game of a doubleheader between the Fanshawe Falcons and the Mohawk Mountaineers. The ladies falling in the first contest of the day, 77-42. Fanshawe trying to make it 2 of 2, and a good start on the play, and a deep two made by Chris Parker, the fifth-year guard out of Toledo, Ohio. 3-2 high court zone press being used right now by the Falcons. Mountaineers opening their dropping their opening contest of the year. First foul of the game on the floor. You're listening live and looking live at the sounds and sights here at the D-Mark on your Tuesday evening. Greg Campbell bringing you through play-by-play action in OCAA men's basketball. Stepping out of bounds, not knowing where his footing was Robert Harrison, the second-year guard out of St. Thomas More. Xavier Ellis matched up with Moore, kicks it over to Soltis. Soltis to Parker. Ball ends up back in the hands of Ellis. Ellis is going to cross over. He's going to go high off glass, adjust midair. Shot is partially blocked. Mohawk with the rebound. Otong going the other way. Hands off. Musaka, deep three off the back rim. Fanshawe moving left to right in this first half. Nice little stutter step on the play. And a nice finish by Chris Parker, who has a quick 4 points to begin this contest. Musaka to hand it over. Ball back to the middle of the court. Harrison, turnover on the play. 5-on-5, no look pass to the corner. Thought about taking the shot, got his man in the air, adjusted midair, shot missed, and rebounded and put in. Hanani Ujulu out of Kitchener makes it 6-0 for the Falcons. Drawing the foul on the play, going coast to coast. Kujo Musaka, the 6'4" guard out of Brampton, played out Fletcher's Meadow, and he'll head to the line for two. So the starting lineup: Emmanuel Otang for Mohawk, Robert Harrison, Milos Mlajan, number 10, Kujo Musaka, and number 14, Matt Foster. Looking at the other end for Fanshawe: Chris Parker, Xavier Ellis, Salim Gabi, and Hanani Ujulu, and Zach Soltis. Second free throw miss, 6-1 lead for the Falcons here early on in a second game of a doubleheader between the Falcons and the Mountaineers. Harrison trying to give it to Otong, out of his hands, 2-on-1, missed opportunity the other way. Talking to Brian Jonker before the game, he said that Emmanuel Otong, if he starts to get going, could be a difference maker, going so far as to say he could be a Rookie of the Year candidate and winner. Fanshawe's got the ball, 10 on the shot clock. Looking for that backdoor cut. They get it, and a foul. Soltis fouled on the play. He'll head to the line for two. Nice little play set up by the Falcons on that play, baiting the eyes of the Mountaineer defenders and drawing a foul. Soltis will head to the line, a 47% shooter from the field and averaging close to 7 points per game through 3 contests. Makes the first shot. Also averaging 7.5 rebounds a game and just under 3 turnovers a game. Soltis, second shot, up and good. Just like the women's game, the Mountaineers on the ropes here early on. Full court press by the Falcons. Mohawk answers the call on their end. Otong goes high off glass and in. Emmanuel Otong with a strong take. Falcons pushing the pace the other way, soaring here early on. Looking for that backdoor cut. Ball ends up on the left wing. Back over to Ellis. Ellis faked the shot, hit Soltis on the backdoor. Soltis gets blocked, forces up a second time. Looks like Otong is going to get called on the foul. He's imploring why, and it's going to be a foul. It's going to go against, on this play, Milos Mlajan, the first year out of Glendale from Hamilton. Soltez warming up to the idea of the charity stripe here early on. Just hit a pair of free throws back for his second of his many trips. Good crowd we have here for the second game as well. A lot of people sticking around from that women's game here for the men's game, hoping that Mohawk can pull out a victory, currently trailing 10-3 with 3 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. Otong has the ball. Ball is going to be swung over to the right wing. Mladjan is going to take a shot. High pointing the rebound on the play is Parker. Parker the other way. Pull up three. In and out. Into the hands of Bagabi. Bagabi has the ball, kicks it out to Otong. Otong, straightaway three, hits the front rib. Otong's got his own rebounds. Second shot makes them pay. Emmanuel Otong with the long rebound off the long three-point shot makes the Falcons pay for that one. Turnover. Going the other way, Lennox. Lennox is going to end up with the ball on his knees. Tries to find Otong. He does. Nice shot by Otong. In and out. Rebound, Mohawk. Ends up in the hands of Foster. Foster over. Deep three. Shot missed. Mladjan. Outlet, Parker. Fast pace here to begin this first quarter in a doubleheader between the Fanshawe Falcons and the Mohawk Mountaineers. Doubling up right now are the Falcons over the home side. Got to get a shot off. Didn't think about, hits the front rim. Looks like he was lucky on the shot clock. Looked like it should have been down. Adjustment air. Beautiful play. Chris Parker with the matrix acrobatics to get the tough layup. Stutter step kicked into the baseline. Ball swung over. Left wing three, in and out on the play. Foster. Another three. Otong straight away missed. Parker trying to find a man. Otong on the floor. Out of bounds. And the Fanshawe Falcons will retain possession. Looks like we're going to get a substitution on the floor. Carter Hathorn-Waite will be checking into the game. First year out of London. Checking out number 5, Xavier Ellis, the fourth-year guard out of Hamilton. Hathorn-Waite has the ball. He's going to pick up his dribble. 2-3 zone being used by Mohawk. Looking to that left side, trying to find someone. No look pass. Pocket left corner three. Shot missed. Otong stretch outlet to Foster. Foster handed it off to Mladjan, who gets stripped. 2-on-2 the other way. Deep straight left wing three. Shot missed. Rebound Fanshawe. Hathorn-Waite kicks it to the back left corner. Ends up back in his hands. Little hot potato in the corner right now. Hathorn-Waite still has the ball. 7 seconds. Adjusts off the right foot, and the glass in the bank is open here on your Tuesday evening. Falcons lead 14-5. 4:20 left in the first quarter. Nice response the other way, going high off glass. Terrence Lennox. Right in the middle of that free throw line. High shot missed, rebounded. Second opportunity, Parker. Nothing but net. Chris Parker making Mohawk pay for the poor defensive box out. Straight away three, Otong. Beautiful response, Emmanuel Otong. A little tick for tack here on your Tuesday evening. Hathorn-Waite's going to create a little bit of contact with Lennox. Foul on the floor. Checking into the game for Mohawk right now. Number 22, Don Dalmage, sits at 6'7" from Brantford North Park in his 4th year. Turnover. Here we go. 1-on-2 the other way. Lennox just midair. No foul on the floor. Mohawk still has the ball. Otong on the floor. We got the backside official calling a push on the play. Mohawk will end up with possession. The foul on the play by Salim Begabi. And that will be a push, and that's going to prompt a substitution. And Matt Hall will check into the game. Begabi out of the game. Mohawk trying to get inch closer. 7-point deficit becomes 5 with Otong. Another jumper here early on. Here comes the pressure. Ball's going to work its way into the middle. Ball's going to be on the floor. Ending up, still has the ball, is Fanshawe. Turnover right into the hands of Emmanuel Otang. A hold in transition. Emmanuel Otang celebrating right now. He knows his team's starting to feel it. He's having quite a first quarter himself. It's going to be a hold on the play for Kuek Duel, first-year guard out of London, Ontario. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. First break in the action here at the Deep Arc on your Tuesday evening. Mohawk trailing by 5, 17-12. Brian Jonker right now talking with Terrence Lennox out on the court, making sure that they have their communication straightforward as their team, after getting off to a slow start, only trail by 5. Mohawk coming into the contest off a tough opening game loss. They're actually 1-1 on the year, but speaking to head coach Brian Jonker before the game, he said they didn't look like themselves at Humber. He said some of the keys to the game was to limit the turnovers on their end, similar to the ladies' game. They've got to make sure they don't turn that ball over easily. And defensively, they need to step up and rebound. And we've seen it on a couple occasions already. High pointing the rebounds or giving second chance opportunities. And the Falcons have made them pay. Looking at the other end for Fanshawe, they said they had a bit of an issue with tape coming into this game. They didn't get the Humber tape. So quite frankly, we were told by Tony Marcotulio, is basically, you know, he joked beforehand, it was about scoring more than the other team and giving up less. But when it comes down to it, he said controlling the tempo of this game, the rebounding battle were the two key issues. So it looks like they assessed a flagrant on the play, hence Lennox isolated. Makes 1 of 2. So Mohawk will retain possession on the free throw line, extended basically just above that on the right side. Tong is going to inbound the balls. Richards has it. Richards fakes the handoff. Otong straight away to Lennox. Lennox forces his way into this paint. No continuation. A travel first. Mohawk with a little full court pressure. It looks like a 2-2-1 full court zone press. Fanshawe easily breaks it. Beautiful transition. Fanshawe doesn't convert on the other end. They're going to count the basket on the play, it looks like. So, Matt, it was Kujo Masaka that was going up to reach for that ball after the shot by Kuek Duel. And because he hit the glass after the ball was on its downward motion, they're going to count the basket. Looks like another substitution coming for Tony Marcotulio. Checking into the game, Lex Van Ipperen, his 6'7" forward in his 5th year of eligibility out of Engelhart. Marcotulio talking with one of the officials, having the call, Tony Turnbull, Peter McDonald, and Safe Roman. On that left wing right now. Richards being pushed way out on the play by Duel. By Parker, my apologies. Turnover. Reading the pass on the other way is Lennox. Lennox is going to try and convert on the other end, and one. Beautiful play Terrence Lennox, the guard forward out of St. Jean de Brebeuf, earns 2 the hard way and will go to the line for a bonus 1. Lennox on the year coming into the contest with 16.5 points per game, shooting 75% from the charity stripe. Shot is missed. Ellis hands it over to his man Parker, calling for it. 8 seconds. Sizes up Lennox. Tries to go between 3. Scoops it back out. Turnover. Lennox, second steal as many opportunities. Hustle play. Left-handed layup shot miss. Rebound in and out by Otong. Ball tipped around like a pinata. And it's going to end up in the hands of Mohawk. They're going to call a foul on the play as well. Getting charged with that is number 14, Matt Foster, it looks like. Shot is missed on the play. Officials have that wrong. They said 14, but there is no 14 on the court right now for either side. Deep 3. Got it. Quick. Duel. 22-15. Mohawk leads. Mohawk trails Fanshawe. Otong looks down, checks his feet. Deep 3 off the opposite side into the hands of teammate Richards. Richards back out to Dolman. Shot was missed. Rebound again. 3rd time's the charm. A foul. Kujo Musaka heads to the line after a great hustle play. A pair of substitutions for Mohawk coming on. We're going to say that is 3 now. So Foster is going to be checking into the game. Bladjohn's going to be checking into the game. And for the first time, Ricky Morrison, the 6'2 guard out of Southfleet from Hamilton, Ontario, will be checking into the game. Malik Richards is checking out, as well as John Dolmage and Otang. Shot in and out. Interesting, he looked at the scoreboard before that last shot, Kujo Masuka, and they're trailing by 7, 22-15. Second shot hits front rim as well. Pushing the pace are the Falcons, almost coming up with the steal is Lennox. Read the pass, ends up off the hands, they're going to say, of Lara Caston, and it's going to be a free possession for Mohawk off the hustle play defensively. Lennox, power dribble on that side, crosses over his man. Hands it off, straight away 3. Foster! Got it! Full court pressure right now by Mohawk. Coming back into this contest, they only trail by 4 after a slow start. And they're going to get the call on the sideline. Great double team by the Mountaineers. Marquise Laracaston had no idea where his footing was, and a turnover on the play. They're going to cue Chris Parker back into the game. Mohawk giving Fanshawe a taste of its own poison here in the late stages of the first quarter. They only trail by 4. Little bumping contest near the sideline here between Ellis and Lennox. Ellis is going to win that battle. Trying to find a man right into the hands of Ricky Morrison, who read that play. Morrison kicks it, pocket, left corner, 3. Foster missed. Foul on the floor. Marco Tullio not liking the call right now. There you get the foul on the floor. Mohawk's going to go back to their full court. Now they've changed it to a 1-2-2 full court press. Lennox trying to apply pressure, doesn't happen, as does Musaka. Falcons have it. About 9-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Right wing, trying to size up his man, Soltis. Soltis is going to go half glass, secures his own rebound up, misses. And that will be a 24-second shot clock violation, courtesy of the air ball. Eight seconds to go. Official Tony Turnbull making sure that Brian Jonker calms down as well as his assistants. No look pass from Lennox, intended on the play from Mladjan. Didn't happen, tipped out of bounds. 4.2 seconds. They're either going to be looking straight to the rim or a three with this much time left on the clock. Got end of the hands of Morrison. Tried to find his man to force up a shot, not before the buzzer sounds, and that is the end of one. After one quarter, the Fanshawe Falcons lead the Mohawk Mountaineers 22-18. Mohawk coming into this contest with a 1-1 record. Meanwhile, Fanshawe 2-1 on the young season, and a bit of a track meet we've had so far in this first quarter. A good job so far by the officiating crew, Tony Turnbull, Peter McDonald, and Safe Roman. They haven't had too much to call. They've let the guys play, and that's the biggest indicator you see in this contest early on. But what they're doing, because of that, they're letting them, off the handles a little bit, so the physicality is allowed to happen right now. And so far, so good. We've been treated to 40 points in this first quarter alone. The Lady Mountaineers came up short in their contest this evening, losing 77-42 against the Fanshawe Falcons. Here we've got some first quarter stats for you coming up. Leading scorer right now for the Fanshawe Falcons, Chris Parker, 4-5 from the field for a total of 9 points. Hanani Ajulu, 4 points, a perfect 2-2 from the field. On the other side, coaches, one of the guys he mentioned before the game, Brian Jonker, leading the way for the Mountaineers with 9 points. He's 3 of 6 from the field, only 1 of 4 from the land beyond. And Terrence Lennox has 5 points. Second quarter underway. Morrison gets his man up in the air, pump fake, shot, friendly roll, doesn't happen, rebound. Pushing the pace right now, Ellis. Ball's gonna end up back in the hands of Ujulu, over to Ellis. Fade away, Parker, shot miss, perfect position, Soltis. Soltis blocked on the play. Musaka stretches it, pocket left corner, 3, Foster, got it! Deep 3, Matt Foster, the lead is cut to 1. Ball trying to be forced to the inside, turnover. Foster the other way, thought about the pull-up 3, ball swung to Morrison. Morrison over to his teammate in Musaka. Musaka to Morrison, pocket left 3, right where Foster was, right into the waiting hands of Chris Parker. Parker starts to bounce into lane, no look pass. Shot, pass is forced back out to Parker. Fumbling the ball was Ujulu. Ujulu ends up with it underneath the post, sizes up a man, creates contact. He's going to get a foul, inside position on the play on Milos Mladjan, and he'll head to the line for 1 of 2 shots. A fast pace to start this game, and Hanani Ujulu is going to try to extend a slim lead for the Fanshawe Falcons, coming into the game with 8 points per game. Only shoots 16% from beyond the arc, 41% from the field, averages 1.7 assists per game, as well as 9.3 rebounds. So he's close to a double-double, folks. Ujulu's second shot, that's good. And Fanshawe dropped back their entire defense on that second shot to set it up on this play, and it's going to be a man-to-man defense. Foster swings it over. 3, Otong. High pointing the rebound. Ujulu to Hathornway. It's going to scoop it underneath. Ball ends up in the hands of Soltis. Soltis back over to Parker, off the rim, shot missed. Morrison, 2-on-3 the other way. Make that 4-on-3 numbers, and a miss. Dunk on the play by Milos Majan that would have had people on their feet here at the D-Bark. Hortonway gained double team, finds Soltis. Wanted a travel on the play, was Brian Jonker, didn't get it. Deep 3 instead, shot missed. And finally a break in the action, tipped out of bounds by the Falcons, and a substitution coming up. Brian Jonker and Tony Marco-Tullio both having a talk with the officials throughout this contest so far, imploring their cases for certain calls. Masuka has the ball, a turnover on the play. Mohawk can't afford, like the ladies game, to be turning the ball over and give free possessions to the Falcons. The one thing they have, though, defensively is that they've been able to somewhat limit the effectiveness of Fanshawe. Strip the other way. Otong with the dunk. Oh! Emmanuel Otong gets people on their feet here at the D-Bark. Hortonway trying to respond, dumps it off underneath, ends up in the hands of Soltis. Friendly little roll. Masuka. Sizing up Soltis. Over to Otong. Back to Foster. To Otong. Otong with Parker. Rated, hand in his face. Shot gets affected. Rebound on the play by Mahjong. Straightaway 3. Got it! Kujo Masuka, the 6'4" guard out of Brampton, makes the Falcons pay on that extra possession. Hortonway drops it off to his teammate. Parker tried to get the pass on the play from Ujulu, out of bounds. Brian Jonker, sensing this team is on a run. We're tied up here, folks. 6:43 left in the first half. Robert Harrison back into the game for the Mountaineers. High off glass and taking the first lead of the game, courtesy of Masuko, are the Mountaineers. Hortonway trying to size up Harrison. Over to Parker. Into the paint. Ujulu creates contact, high off glass and in. Harrison on Hortonway. Before Otong thought about anything, we're going to get a push-off foul on Kujo Masuka. That'll be an offensive foul and an unnecessary mistake by the Mountaineers. Tony Marco-Tullio telling his defense and offense specifically right now to drop lower in their set. Hortonway over to Parker, to Ujulu. Ujulu sizes up again. Half glass on the right side again. Shot is missed. Foster with the rebound. Foster sloppily gets into the hands of Otong. Otong matched up right now with Lara Caston. Tried to beat him. Ball tipped around into the hands of the Falcons. Parker one way, then the other way. High off glass with the left-handed in. Harrison picking up the pace, trying to respond on the other end. Matched up with Hathornway. Almost got a double on Musaka. Foster doesn't make them pay. Hustling all over the floor as John Dolmage, but Parker ends up with it. Parker, 3-on-3 the other way. Euro step, high off glass again. Beautiful play. Chris Parker with some emotion after a beautiful reverse off the right-hand basket. Harrison, Hathaway, over to Foster. Into the paint to Dolmage. Dolmage scripts it past half court. Meant to skip it across the pond. A foul on the play. And a change of possession. Timeout on the floor by Brian Jonker. His team has clawed back into this game. They still trail by 4 after obtaining the lead for a brief period. They've been outscored in the period 10. Well, it's been 10-10 so far, so we're back where we started to begin this contest. Brian Jonker and his squad off to a semi-slow start, but they've responded nicely here. They've responded to the pressure. They're making their baskets on the other end, and the hustle plays are really starting to show for them in terms of second opportunities. He is in his 14th year of being the head coach, an experienced head coach, as well as his assistants as well. Mike Woodburn, Colin Bailey, and Mac Akron, all 10 years or more in terms of coaching experience. So Mohawk's going to get the ball on the free throw line extended on the inbounds. Tony Marco Tullio and his crew trying to figure it out as well, maintain that slim 4-point lead. Emmanuel Otong has been almost a one-man show in terms of theatrics here in the first half, but he's getting a lot of help from his teammates, and they still have a closely knit game. They only trail by 4. Parker is going to get the inbound. Over to Ellis, back to Parker. Hot potato, they move the ball. 2-3 zone, stretched high right now for the Mountaineers, almost by that free throw line. Ellis looking back door. It's going to end up in the hands of a teammate in Hall. Ball skipped, turnover. 4 on 3 the other way. Slowing it down is Harrison. Harrison brings it back out over to Lennox. Lennox on Parker. Back to Richards. Richards picks up his drill, trying to find that backdoor pass. Does. 3 on the shot clock. Fadeaway jumper. Air ball on the play by Harrison. And they're going to call a shot clock violation. No, they're going to call it out of bounds. Trying to rebound was Terrence Lennox on the play, a little too late. Brian Jonker and Tony Marcontulio, I mean, I can hear them through my headset right now. These guys are into this game, and why not? It's a 4-point contest here on a beautiful Tuesday evening at the D-Bar in the home and home series for Mohawk. Oh, the ball got stuck. You don't see that very often in the world, and that's going to be considered a jump ball on the play. The possession arrow is going to favor the Falcons. There, Caston with the shot that got stuck on the side. Parker getting some air here in this track meet of a first half we've had so far. Emmanuel Otong off the foot on that play. Substitution is going to be coming. Salim Bagabi is going to be checking back into the game. Bagabi is back in the game. Checking out is Lara Caston. Parker skips it over. Trying to get it to Ellis eventually. Going coast to coast. Oh! Fouled on the play. On the back end is Terrence Lennox, who's trying to reach the pinnacle. A hard but a good foul by the Falcons. And Terrence Lennox will head to the line for 2. As mentioned previously, coming into this contest, averaging 16.5 points, 13.5 points per game. He only actually shoots 39% from the free throw line. First shot is way high. Little discussion between the official Peter McDonald McDonald and Lennox. Left-handed shot. Whoa, fortuitous bounce for the Mohawk Mountaineers. A 1-2-2 full court press. Fanshawe breaks again. Ellis has it. Trying to get the call. He's not going to get it. Looking right now at official safe Rahman for the call. He's just going to get the handoff on the side as he's getting that explanation. 16 on the shot clock. Parker has it. Little physical play in the post. Picking up the dribble to Julu. Drops off to Parker. Over to Ellis. Left side, left-handed three off the front rim. Rebound on the play. Up and missing is Julu. Otong the other way, looking at Lennox cross court. Still staring him down. Just staring down Lennox, asking, imploring for him to create space behind the back, trying to make him dance. Hands it off to the left side. Richards backs down. Parker left-handed off the front rim. Parker the other way. Ujulu, nice strip at the end of that play by Lennox, preventing a basket. It's going to be actually a foul on the play, and he's standing there in disbelief. Substitution going to be coming. Milos Bladjon going to be checking back into the game for the Mountaineers. And because of the foul situation, the bonus has occurred, and that means that Ujulu will head to the line for two. Ujulu on the year averaging close to double-double, 8 points per game, 9 rebounds a game. Peter McDonald and Saif Rahman discussing the call right now. Tony Turnbull now in on the discussion. So Turnbull and McDonald are going to discuss things. So they say it was before the shot. Marco Tullio right now talking to the head coach. So he gets the explanation. We're still wondering if there's actually a foul called on the play. Marco Tullio's not going to get anything. We're going to have a stop in the action. So Tony Turnbull, Peter McDonald, Saif Rahman all in on the discussion. So we're going to end up after all that drama with an inbounds from the Falcons. Parker has it. Spins. Gives it to Ellis. Pocket right corner. High. Rebounded. Into the hands of Ujulu. A push-off on the play by number 11 in Bagabi. And that is a tough foul if you're Salia Bagabi. And he's going to be checked out immediately following the foul. Queck Duel is going to check back into the game. Tony Marco Tullio still talking to Tony Turnbull. He's got to be very careful in terms of not getting teed up at a certain point. Harrison over to Lennox. Over to Otong. Otong against Ellis. To Lennox. Lennox gets Parker in the air. It looks like Parker partially tipped that. It's going to be a block on the play, a reach. So it's going to be a foul, and Parker is going to end up earning the penalty. Lennox heads back to the charity stripe where he has been on multiple occasions this evening. That's one way to do it. You got to be good to be lucky and lucky to be good. 2-point lead for Fanshawe with just over 2 minutes to go. 32-30. Second one, much, much cleaner. That 1-2-2 full court press. Again, it's broken by the Falcons. I'm surprised Mohawk keeps going to it the way Fanshawe has responded each and every time. Parker right for the free throw line. Got it. Got about 2 feet in the air before he released that ball, but a clean looking shot nonetheless. They're trying to find Mladjon on the play. Tipped out of bounds. Substitution. Foster is going to check back into the game for Robert Harrison. Mladjon's going to get this inbound. We've got another issue right now. Right now, I'm not sure what they're double checking. Safe Roman is checking the foul situation. Marco Tullio still going at it with the officials. He's liking to spread the love, to say none the least. Trying to find Mladjon on the inbounds. Not happening from Otong. He's smiling. Something was said to him from the Fanshawe bench. Otong's going to take this inbound this time. Forcing the shot on the play. Richard's shot missed. Ellis the other way. Ball ends up the hand deep. 3 is missed by Duel on the play. A push-off offensive foul. So Mohawk looking to close out this first half on a little run. They only trail by 3, 34-31 after trailing by 4 to end the first quarter. Terrence Lennox right now trying to make something happen to finish the first half. Ball ends up in the hands of Richards. Richards is going to power dribble on that left hand, crosses over to the right. Back to Lennox. Lennox is kicking it into the left corner. Shot missed by Mladjon. Parker's got it. A steal on one end. Lennox fakes the pass to no one. Close to close, high off glass, left hand shot is missed. 31 seconds on the game clock. Parker gets Otong up in the air, creates contact, doesn't happen, still has the ball. Basically 9-second difference between shot clock, game clock. Ellis adjusts into the left hand, shot is missed. Richards has the ball over to Foster. Foster checks his feet, 3, got it! Deep 3, Matt Foster. We got a tie ball game, folks. Parker's gonna have it. Chris Parker, last opportunity in the first half. Forces that prayer shot off the side of the rim, and a 4-0 run, 3-0 run to end of the first half means we're tied here after 20 minutes. The Mohawk Mountaineers 20 and the Fanshawe Falcons 20 here at the D-Bar. And just a great response by Mohawk after trailing by 4. If you want to take, again, look at Emmanuel Otong on that dunk. Almost takes off from just inside the free throw line. A powerful jam, got the fans up in the stands, and he has had a strong first half, to say the least. He's a big part of why they came back at the end of that first half. See Fanshawe walking off to the dressing room to discuss things. They're going to be figuring out a solid first half, to say the least. We'll be back with second half action here at the D-Bar. We're live back at the D-Bar, second half action on your Tuesday evening. OCAA men's basketball. Greg Campbell bringing you through the action after being outscored 22-18 in the first quarter. The Mohawk Mountaineers turned it around, outscoring the Falcons of Fanshawe 16-12. Emmanuel Otong, a big reason why he's loving it on the sideline there. And why not? We all got to be loving it. It's 34 apiece. Second half action underway. Otong looking for that backdoor cut pass to end up in the hands of Harrison. Ball swung over. Foster left 3. Shot missed. A little bit of push off by Musoka. Doesn't happen. Foster gets blocked. Parker, 2-on-2 to Julu, out of bounds. To Begabi, my apologies on that one. So a 2-on-2 opportunity for the Falcons leads to a turnover off an errant pass from Parker. Masuka has the ball. Harrison picks up his dribble over to Foster. Foster to Otong. Otong pull-up jumper, 2 men in his face. High point in the rebounds, Harrison. Ball's tipped around, ends up in the hands of Parker. Parker looking head up, trying to push the pace. Gets his man in the corner, back to Parker. Uncontested 3 off the front rim. Long rebound secured by the Falcons. Parker into the lane this time off the right hand, up and in. Fanshawe regains the lead. Just like in the opening of this contest, Fanshawe scores the first basket. Otong matched up with Ellis. Swide sweeps, shot missed. Parker matched up with Harrison, crosses over, star step, left hand, pull up, right-handed shot, nothing but net. Looks to his bench as to implore, I've got this all day. Miscommunication, Harrison and Foster on the other end, and a turnover for Mohawk. Jonker with 10 fingers up, calling for a defensive play. Looks like they're going to be going with a man-to-man defense right now. Matchup man. It's going to be a matchup zone, it looks like they're calling right now. Powering his way in with the right hand. Zach Soltis adjusts off that power dribble on the left hand. 6-0 run by Fanshawe to start this third quarter. 3, got it. Other way, Masuka, deep 3 response for the Mountaineers. No one's going to pick up Soltez. Goes for it. Coming the other way, 3 back the other way, in and out, a pair of consecutive missed 3s by either side. Parker pushed the pace, dribbled over to the right side. He's going to hand off, deep 3 on the right pocket. Begabi makes it. Foster almost had that ball stripped by Parker on the play, shaking his head as he's going to get subbed off. So a good start to the second half for Chris Parker. Checking into the game for him, Queck Duel, the 6'4" guard out of London, Ontario. And a timeout immediately called by Brian Jonker as his crew have been outscored here early and often. Fanshawe leads 43-37. Some first half stats for you leaving the way for Mohawk. Emmanuel Otang, 11 points in the contest. Terrence Lennox with 8. Matt Richards with 9. And Matt Foster, or Kujo Masuka, with 6. And for Fanshawe right now, looking at the other side, the lead, Chris Parker, an efficient 7 of 13 from the field, shooting 60% from inside the three-point arc for a game-high 15 points. Second leading scorer right now, Hanani Julu with 8 points on 3 of 5 shooting from the field. Zach Soltes has 6. Talking to head coach Tony Marco Tullio at the half, he was saying that for them to win this game, they need to continue to break the press of the Mohawk Mountaineers. So Mohawk will begin with the ball on the sideline right beside Brian Jonker. Almost a 5-second count. Going high off glass, converting on the inbounds play is Masuka, and he's got 5 points in this third quarter. Ellis kicks it over. Agambe. He's going to fall on the floor. He's going to find a man underneath Ujulu with the missed shot. Foul. It's going to be actually just an out of bounds on that. Ujulu going for the ball on the play. Unfortunately, a little too late for him. Checking into the game, John Dolmage, the 6'7" forward, 4th year out of Brantford for Mohawk. Stutter step dribble, kicks it out. Foster right wing 3. High-pointed rebound. Ujulu secures it. Dueck steps off Harrison, creates contact to Ellis, right wing three. Got it! Xavier Ellis, the 6-foot guard out of Hamilton, Ontario, extends the lead to 7. Mohawk trying to respond. Foster drives baseline, creates contact, secures his own rebound. Second time, tries to find the rebound, doesn't get it. Ellis, 4 on 3 the other way. Mugabe skips it over to Ellis again, same spot last time, no mistake! Sniper's eye, 2 for 2, same spot. Ellis, 6-0 run by himself. Turnover, Mohawk. Dueck has them on the ropes. Can he bear it? Mugabe definitely can. A 9-0 mini run, 3 for 3 are the Fanshawe Falcons. Parker and Mugabe with a side bump there, and why not? They're feeling it. The lead extended to 10, 49-39, and a timeout for Brian Jonker. Jonker must be feeling a bit of anger right now. 3 consecutive plays and 3 open three-pointers. Tony Marco Tullio's team feeling it right now. Salim Mugabe feeling it on that last three-pointer, and before him, Chris Parker. Mohawk on the other side, though, for Brian Jonker. The body language has to stay positive for him and the squad heading into the game. At halftime, they were tied, and now they trail by 13, the largest lead of the game to this point for the Falcons, who, like the ladies, are beginning to take flight here in the third quarter and really starting to establish themselves. The crowd at the demarc a little restless following that mini run by the Falcons. A healthy crowd for a Tuesday evening game, especially with the beautiful weather we're having, but we're thankful for people like you for tuning in to today's contest. The ladies falling earlier in the evening, 77-42, as the Lady Falcons improved to 4-0 on the season, and the Lady Mountaineers dropped to 0-2. Men's game right now, Falcons are still leading in a needless turnover by the Mountaineers. Ellis, the dribble, switches to the right hand. Back over to Dueck. Dueck is going to adjust mid-air. Gets the foul call after going up, straight up against his man in Dolmage. Dueck is going to head to the line for 2 free throws. He hasn't been at the charity stripe so far this evening. Dueck is actually the second leading scorer on the team, averaging 11 points per game on the season. 100% free throw, 3-point shooter, shoots close to 80% from the field. Also averages just over 3.5 rebounds a game. Lead extended to 15. Just under 6 minutes left here at the demarc on your Tuesday evening. The Mountaineers trying to claw their way back into this contest. Foster fumbles the ball after having an open lane off his foot and out of bounds. The hustle of Mugabe coming to fruition once again. Mugabe is going to get the inbound. Going to try to break the press single-handedly, hands it off to his teammate. Ellis ends up with it. Bullied by Foster. No-look pass. Underneath. Reverse layup. Missed to Julu. Rebound. A jump ball on the floor. Looks like Zach Soltes got poked in the eye in the middle of that. Great work by our cameraman getting in tight on those shots, on those hustle plays on the floor. He's going to be subbing off. As you can see, he is wincing in that left eye after getting poked on that rebounding opportunity. So Dueck's going to inbound the ball underneath. 14 on the shot clock. Ball's going to end up in Hall's hand. Hall's going to spin off the left hand, friendly roll, and in. Matt Hall with a bucket here in the third quarter. Lennox creates contact and a charge on the play. Hall scores on one end. Hall scores the charge on the other end. A veteran move and a young team panicking. Terrence Lennox charging into Hall at the end of the play. 17-point lead for the Falcons, who came into this game with a 2-1 record. Adjustment Hall again. This guy is covering Hall to Hall here at the D-mark on the offensive end and the defensive end. Lennox over to his man Musoka, over to Otong. Ooh, pretty split move. He's got the crowd on his feet. We've got about 10 people standing up after that one. Pretty move, Emmanuel Otong. Hall and Foster matched up. Beyond the three-point line, picks up his dribble. Bagabi into the corner. Ends up in the hands of Ujulu. Ujulu gets Otong in the air and backs him right in and banks it in. Just too strong, too big is Hanani Ujulu for Emmanuel Otong. Lennox is getting over to Otong, matched up with Ellis. Back to Lennox. Otong matched up with Ellis again. 10 on the shot clock. Backstep gets Ellis in the air. Trying to get the no-look pass inside. A reach in on the play. Otong looking for his man in Dolmage. And a push-off foul on the Falcons. Looks like we're going to get a pair of substitutions by Brian Jonker and a single for Tony Marco Tullio. Checking into the game, Milos Mladjan, as well as number 12, Ricky Morrison. Dolmage is checked out of the game, as well as Malik Richards. Morrison to Otong, in and out. Hall the rebound. Stretch outlet pass the other way. Oh, get that garbage out of here. Big block on the play. Milos Mladjan saving the Mohawks from another two being put on the board by the visitors. Dueck matched up with Morrison. So crossover right to left, goes into lane, blocked again! A third block! They're gonna get the foul on Milos Mladjan, who had consecutive blocks on that play, and the third time there had his wrist slightly forward, not standing straight vertical. He knows it, hands on his hips, as that earns a charity stripe trip for Lex Van Ipperen. Ipperen, a very quiet first half. No shot attempts in the first half in 5 minutes of action. Alex getting a piece. Oh, hey, wow, nice rebound on the play. A great hustle by the Falcons. As I was just saying before that play happened, looks like Ellis got a piece of gum from the sideline. Probably wouldn't recommend that with the physicality of the sport, but, I mean, do what you got to do, especially when your team is up by 22. Morrison turnover. Hall's got it. 1-on-3 there and looked for Dueck, didn't happen. Jumps off to Bagambi, who tried to find Dueck in the corner, and it passed just a little too far. Two-on-two full court press by the Falcons. Mountaineers beat it. Otong. Straight up jumper. Wow. Beautiful shot. Emmanuel Otong. I mean, his release point is so high. He gets up so high in the air every time he shoots the ball. It's impressive. Dueck trying to respond front rim on the left side corner. Rebound into Hall, who travels. Looked like he was trying to do a 2K move, taking off from inside the free throw line there. Forgot to take a dribble and a turnover. 20-point lead, Fanshawe over Mohawk on your Tuesday evening. We thank you for wherever you're tuning in on this beautiful Tuesday night in Hamilton. Otong trying to force it up between three defenders. No avail. Dueck over to Bagambi. He's going to hand it off to Ellis, and a bear hug, to say the least, from Ricky Morrison is going to get caught. Brian Jonker, if you didn't hear that, was asking for a foul call on the other end. So the law of averages, a strip on the play. Lennox, nice and easy. Nice ball movement by Fanshawe. Up and in. Hall again. Hall is having himself quite a third quarter here. Almost reaching double digits in scoring in the third quarter alone. Beautiful move, Emmanuel Otong. Once again, this guy is so athletic, so long, so on point with his verticality. This guy is on fire in the third quarter. Duac tried to force it into Hall. It's going to be a turnover. Coming up with the ball is Richards. Richards to Morrison. Morrison over to his man, Mlajon. Mlajon got blocked. Mlajon matched up with Hall. Over to Lennox. Lennox playing him on a string. Out to Otong, deep three. Otong! So long! Another three-pointer for the Mohawk Mountaineers. A mini run beginning by the Mohawk. 65-50 with 1:20 left here in the third quarter. Hall, strong off the glass, beautiful move. Got Harrison right up in the air, Richards up in the air, and finished high off the glass. Simple, nice little touch. Lennox looking for Otong, he gets him. Matched up with Ellis, has a huge size difference, shoots over him. Too far on that one. Ellis disrupted the shot. Ellis the other way, gets Otong thinking, drives baseline, drops it underneath. Duac missed. Hall with the rebound. Lennox driving in, hard foul on the play, and that is going to cue a pair of substitutions. Matt Hall, the 6'6" forward, number 21 in his fourth year of eligibility, is going to come off, as is Lex Van Ipperen, as is Celia Bagabi. Mohawk, a trio of substitutions as well. Foster is going to come back into the game. Musuka is going to come into the game, and making his first appearance in this contest, the 6'7" forward out of Burlington, playing out of Assumption, the center, Noah Worth. Lennox to the line. He's been there quite a few times this evening already. Makes the first of two. 4 of 7 in the first half from the free throw line. Make that 1 of 2 on this trip. Horthwaite. So take it coast to coast off the glass, and in a strong take by Hathornwaite, the first-year guard out of London. Lennox trying to respond on the other end. Nowhere. Hathornwaite is going to get fouled on the play. It's going to be the bonus situation. Noah Worth asking, was that call worth it? Well, he did tower over him on the play, just kind of went slamming into him. It's getting a little quiet here at the D-mark once again. An 18-point lead for the Fanshawe Falcons, who at half were tied with the home side Mohawk Mountaineers. First shot is in and out. Hathornwaite, a nice little change of pace guard from the starter for the Falcons. Misses that as well. Shot clock is turned off. Mohawk smart. They'll take one possession out of this. Lennox is looking for a screen from Worth. They're going to jump out. Foster, straightaway 3 off the front rim. High point rebound, Ujulu out of bounds. And that is the end of the third quarter. Fanshawe outscores the Mountaineers by 18, and they lead by 18 after 3. And you look at this replay from the third quarter. Milos Mlajon, get that garbage out of here. And he lets them know it, too, at the end. We did see after that a third block consecutively. There you go. Get that out of here. Not in my house. I'm defending home court. Milos Mlajon, the 6'9" center out of Hamilton, Glendale, Ontario, with the play of the third quarter in what was a relatively disappointing third quarter for Mohawk, who came out flat-footed, and the Falcons have started to spread their wings and fly here at the D-Bark. Brian Junker is trying to implore his team to be tighter on defense. They got to communicate more, and they've got to, frankly, they've got to stop the attack of the Falcons. Leading scorer for Fanshawe at this point, Marquise Lara Caston. Chris Parker has 19, as well as Hanani Ojulu has 10, and Bagabi has 8. Xavier Ellis has 6, and Kuek Duo has 5. So balanced scoring. Hall has 8, Soltas has 8. They shot 39% in the first half. In that third quarter alone, the Falcons shot 60%. You look at that for Mohawk, they've been steady as you go. 32% in the first half and 37% in that third quarter. So a huge fourth quarter is going to be needed by Emmanuel Otong and company. Otong, Parker having a little shimmy off over there. They're enjoying the game, and why not? You got basketball on a Tuesday evening here on Mohawk TV. A push foul occurred against Worth on the play. Soltez slapping his chest. You know, I got that. My bad, coach. Officials discussing things again. We had a long discussion in the first quarter. Tony Turnbull, Peter McDonald, and Safer Allman had a couple of calls they had to think over more than twice. They don't have video replay. We do. Worth has the ball. He's going to skip it to Lennox. Lennox behind the back to the left hand. He's going to skyrocket in. Blocked on the play by Ujulu. Otong, high arcing shot behind the backboard. Coming up empty-handed are the Mountaineers on their first possession of the fourth quarter. Hathaway goes one-on-one. He's going to try to give it to Parker. Almost fell into his bench. Right now, official Peter McDonald giving an earphone to Marco Tullio. He's going to be coming over to the scores table as well. So Tony Turnbull, Peter McDonald talking it over right now, discussing the foul situation of the play. So they're making sure how the arrow situation is being played out. A little bit of confusion at the scorers table. A little confusion amongst the players as well. Nonetheless, things have been settled. Oton to Worth. Worth over to Lennox. Lennox to Foster. Back to Lennox. The pass underneath. Up and under on the reverse. Masuka. Beautiful play by Kujo Masuka. Julu. So find Parker. Parker, side sets. Over. Oh, nice little behind the back pass. Going up. Game blocked on the play. Soltez. Otong calls his own number. Over to Lennox. High off glass miss. Soltez had the rebound stripped by Lennox. Lennox, 2 men in the air. Get that out of here. Blocked on the play. Kujo Masuka. Hanani Ajulu. My apologies. Other side. Zach Soltez getting subbed out of the game. A tight look right now at Emmanuel Otong, who has been the breathing soul of this team so far, making it a one-man mission, has 20 points in the game and 6 rebounds. Otong gets his man in the air. He's going to get the and one. Emmanuel Otong heads to the line for 1. Otong can beat you from the three-point line. He can beat you basically as soon as that first step. He gets you moving up in the air or a step behind him. His first and second and third steps are so explosive, and we've seen it all evening. I can't wait to see this guy play again Saturday evening, where you'll be catching a double header on Mohawk TV, as it'll be volleyball during the day and basketball in the evening against, I'm pretty sure it's Niagara College they'll be playing in that double header. Ball is skipped over to the right baseline. forcing his way through his Hall, and Hall is hauling his motor out there. He's going to earn a trip to the line. Matt Hall in the contest has done a little bit of everything, to say the least. Coming in, had 8 points alone in that third quarter. He's a perfect 4-4 with 6 rebounds to go with it as well. Misses his first free throw of the contest. Otong with the high pointer rebounds. Out of bounds by Hall on that play. Ooh, that's not good. Emmanuel Otong is hurt. Imploring the coach, he needs a sub right now. He's not happy about that. I think he rolled his ankle, folks. Yep, I can confirm that. I've heard ankle 3 times since he went to the sideline. Emmanuel Otong with an ankle injury after high pointing that rebound. So they're going to have to do it without their league's score, the Mountaineers. They've got a mountain to climb just like the ladies. Blanchon is going to dump it off. Driving into lane. Readjust right hand to left hand. Beautiful, beautiful move by Malik Richards. Folks, if you don't know how tough that is, I've played the game for a long time. That was incredible what he just did right there. Parker with a spin move. That was pretty nice too, but off the front rim. Lennox is going to push the pace, courtesy of an urging from Brian Jonker. And he's going to get the foul on the play. Ellis is going to get called for the hit. It's going to send Lennox to the line for 2. Lennox on the evening has been living at the line, so to speak. He's made the most trips out of any player on this team to this point. And he's been pretty money for the most part on this evening. He's going to get the friendly roll there. Lead cut to 10. So the Mountaineers outscoring the Falcons by 8 in this fourth quarter. Remember, Fanshawe came into the fourth quarter with a 69-51 lead. So a 9-0 run by an 8-0 run, 9-0 run, my apologies, run by the Mountaineers in this fourth quarter. Trying to protect home court. Ellis dribbles in off the left hand, goes up against 2. Rebound is secured by Ujulu after high pointing it off the glass. Lennox the other way. Over to Harrison. Harrison looking back, gives it to Lennox. This be a reach-in on the play. Head coach Tony Marcotulio not happy with the call on that one. So next foul is going to be the bonus for the Mountaineers. Beautiful spin move on the play. Kujo Masuka. That is a big man's move in a big man's game here on your Tuesday evening. Mountaineers trail by 9. 7 to go. Where else would you want to be listening or watching but here on Mohawk TV? 3 on 2 the other way. Mohawk has an opportunity. Bounce pass in. Skips a pocket right corner. Foster. High bounce. Shot miss. Rebound. 3, 4. Hot potato. Harrison for some more. No foul on the play. Ujulu falls to the floor. Parker ends up with it. Parker pull-up jumper. Missed. Another injury on the floor for the Mountaineers. Coming up humbling this time is Musaku. He's going to score though. On the other end, bumps into our camera guy. It's the strong man over there, still held the camera up. Just like the Mountaineers, holding on for dear life. Deep 3 missed. Lennox the rebound. The track meet starting here at D-Mark. Deep 3. Shot missed. Lennox rebound. Lennox air ball. Rebound. Missed. Third time Harrison. No foul. Ellis with the rebound. Ellis is going to get bumped by Foster, and that is going to halt momentum. A timeout is being called and hollered on the floor by Tony Marco Tullio, and that will bring a break in the action. A 7-point lead now for the Fanshawe Falcons, who were leading by 18 to begin the fourth quarter. Some strong takes underneath the basket there. Our crew working hard. Mohawk students producing this via Mohawk TV. From the producers in the back room, the sound area, to the people on the floor, I'm Greg Campbell. We thank you for listening so far on your Tuesday evening. Coach Tony Marco Tullio not happy with the response of his team to this point. He's pretty much keeping it quiet while John Caulfield is letting them know what they need to do, because I'm sure we'd have to do some explicits if we were able to hear what Marco Tullio said at the beginning of that timeout. Still imploring his team though. They're up by 7, under 6 minutes left here at the D-Bark on your Tuesday evening. Falcons coming into the contest 2-1, Mountaineers 1-1. We've got a 7-point game, folks. Falcons led by 18 to enter the fourth quarter. Mountaineers have outscored them by 11 and now have a chance to bring this within 5. So a reset on the shot clock will bring it down to 20 seconds. Dueck is going to be right by his coach's sideline. Inbound to Ujulu. Ujulu gets it to Dueck, and that is a great call by the officials on that play. An official safe Ramen all over that. Dueck did not establish 2 feet before it gained the reception back off that inbounds pass, and a turnover that you know has Marco Tullio fuming on the sideline. Mountaineers have the ball. Screen, dumps to Lennox. Foul on the play. Terrence Lennox will head back to the line once again. The 6'3" forward out of St. Jean de Brebeuf is trying to add money to the bank on this evening. He's made a ton of trips to the charity stripe. The mandatory tuck it in the jersey. I hated that as a player. You had to do that. Why not just let the guys do what they want to do? Doesn't affect him though. Lennox letting us know that he's still ready to go. Waiting by the sideline here by the scores table. Matt Hall will be subbing in, pending the big free throw, and it should be a substitution. Cue Matt Hall into the contest. Stepping out of the game is Hanani Ujulu for the Falcons. Dueck's going to inbound the ball. It's four-quarter pressure time coming for the Mountaineers. Miscommunication on that, though, means that Bagabi is going to end up with the ball. Bagabi matched up with Harrison, with Richards. Dumps it in. Dueck adjusts midair. Foul on the play. And despite the screaming of Brian Jonker imploring for a non-foul, I think that is a good call. Holding on the wrist towards the end of that play. Kuek Duel will head to the line. Cool-headed on that one, makes the first. Averaging close to a double-double on the year, 11.3 points per game, and never mind, less rebounds, 3.7 a game, makes both their dual points scored there. Lennox to the corner. Foster trying to pull his way through Hawthorne Way. Back to Lennox. Match up with Mugabe. Cross-court pass to whoa. Big block by Parker is going to be nullified by a foul on the floor. Milos Mlajan was thinking about taking it to the rim. Good thing he did, because Parker was waiting for him right there. Milos Mlađan will head to the line for a pair of free throws. Ever important free throws. They trail by 7. First shot, in and out. That's not what you wanted. That one much, much better. Lead trimmed again. 6 points down on the scoreboard. 5 minutes left on the scoreboard. We've got a contest here at the D-Mark on your Tuesday evening. Parker's going to fake one way, go the other way. He's going to get 3. No, a travel in the paint. Chris Parker from Toledo, Ohio, getting caught there. A critical mistake for a 5th-year player that very well knows the ins and outs of this game. Masuka seems like he's okay. He drops it into Mlađan. A out of bounds on the play. They were looking for the push-off foul. Not going to get it. Bagabi has got the ball. Parker made Lennox dance on there, but didn't get the ball. Backdoor cut. Parker goes up against Mlađan, tips it. Rebound. Get that garbage out of here again, Milos Mlađan. Lennox tried to skip it cross court. Foul on Parker on the backside. And a T on the play. Chris Parker immediately looking at official Peter McDonald following the foul. He's still imploring his case. He's got to be careful for a double technical on that play. He doesn't want to get kicked out of this contest. Chris Parker gets called for the push on the back at the end of that play, as well as the technical foul. The officiating crew getting together right now. Marco Tullio not happy at all. His team seeing an 18-point lead shrink to just single digits, 6 points with 4:17 left here in the 4th. Peter McDonald, Safe Rahman discussing things on the sideline right now. Tony Turnbull is going to take it over and talk to Marco Tullio right now. So we're getting an explanation right now. The noise starting to pick up here in the D-Mark as well. Starting to hear the noise as the Mountaineers have slowly started scaling one rock at a time. Foster will head to the line for the 6'4" forward out Burlington, Ontario, played out Notre Dame. 2 of his biggest free throws of his young career. Nothing but net. So he makes the 1 technical, which will bring Terrence Lennox to the line for a pair. We can get to single possession here if Terrence Lennox is able to hit both free throws, where it seems like he's been there all day like it's his day job. In and out. Tough break. Lead is now 4. Just over 4 minutes. 4-point lead. Where else do you want to be but the D-Mark on your Tuesday evening? Soltes has the ball. Hands it off. Over to his teammate, Dueck. Dueck to Ellis. Ellis through 3, guys. Get that out! Mlađan again with the block. Turnover, though. Soltes gets it over to Bagabi. Bagabi's going to go coast to coast, up against Mlađan, and a foul on the play against Emmanuel Otong on the back end. They're not going to call Emmanuel Otong. I thought for sure on the push-off that was going to be his foul. Instead, it goes against Milos Mlađan. And it'll send Bagabi to the line. Bagabi coming into the contest makes the first of 2, only averaging just under 4 points a game. Shooting 23% 40% from the field. Makes 2 huge free throws, though. Otong's got it. You can tell he's favoring. Deep 3! Shot missed. Rebound, Lennox. Lennox trying to force his way through. What do we got? Wow. A foul. I thought for sure that was going to be a travel on Terrence Lennox, who wasn't sure what he was going to do on the play. Gets bailed out by the call by Tony Turnbull. Now he's got to make 2 in a row. Lead back down to 4. Makes good. 2 of 2 from the line. Full court press by the Mountaineers. Ellis is going to step one for Bagabi, but gets the ball back. Looking, triple team, gets it out to Hall. Hall skips it to Bagabi. Over to a man. Reverse layup Ujulu. That's how you break the full court press, folks. That is textbook 101. Tong's got it. Crosses right to left. Gets Ellis moving. Sizes up Dueck. Tipped right over to Lanjan. He's got it. Lanjan converts on the missed shot by Emmanuel Otang. 4-point lead, 3 minutes to go. Noise picking up here at the D mark. Hall over to Ellis. Ellis, pocket, Mugabe, got it! Nothing but net for the third-year guard out of Kitchener. There'll be a reach-in on that one, a needless reach-in, to say the least, by Kuek Duel. Because of the bonus situation, that's going to work in Mohawk's favor. They're going to stop the clock and head back to the line for 2. But a huge 3 by Bagabi extends the lead to 7. Soltez is going to be coming over. He's going to be checking into the contest. Ujulu is going to check out. Sitting down by the scores table right now, waiting is Harrison for his opportunity. Crucial free throw coming up. Kujo Musaka, the 6'4" guard out of Brampton, playing out Fletcher's Meadow. That one lush as the fields he grew up in. So 6-point lead, 2:35. Full court press. Checking out of the game is Musuka. Now Otong is considerably favoring that left foot, folks. I mean, I know he's in to finish this game. I want to see if he's going to be able to suit up Saturday evening. Bagabi. Soltis to Hall. Hall matched up Harrison. Bounce pass inside. Get it out! Again! Lanshon is probably his 5th block in the contest. Turnover. Dueck has it. Dueck kicks it out to Ellis. Ellis, no look. Fakes one way, goes the other way. Foul on the play. Lanshon with a critical block, but had the ball up way too high. Wasn't paying attention where he passed that. Dueck comes up with the steal, and now Mohawk's going to get an opportunity to see its chance back in the game shrink even further. Just over 2 minutes, 80-74. Huge free throw by Ellis. Got it. Xavier Ellis, 6-foot guard out of Hamilton. Misses second. Rebound, but bring the ball again. Down was Lanshon, and Ellis pickpocketed him. Folks, you learned that when you first started playing basketball. Mugabe 3, shot missed. Rebound. Soltis, blocked. Critical block. Musaka on the play. Masuka. Looking over to his coach. actually going to call a foul on that one. So Terrence Lennox gets called for a foul. Agave gets Foster in the air, drives into the lane, bullies his way in. Get out, says Emmanuel Otong. We're not done here yet. Got another readjustment of the shot clock. It's going to be 8 seconds left. Right now, Peter McDonald talking to the scores table. Ellis is going to inbound that ball on the baseline. Finds Hall, rebound. Soltis gets Foster and Oton to get up in the air. Goes up and under. No look pass, beautiful move. Otong, the beneficiary of Masuka. Agave's got it. Trying to bleed this clock, forces his way into the lane. Get it out. Once again, Blajon with a rejection. Officials calling it Mohawk possession to begin with. They're gonna looks like I think they're gonna reverse the call. So initial call on the floor by Safe Rahman said it was Mohawks. Discussion with Tony Turnbull turns out to be otherwise. Turnbull is over at the scorers table right now discussing matters. They've been doing that a lot this game. So the block on the play once again by Milos Blajon, but off his hands last, and it's a possession for the Falcons. Tough defense right now. They've got to get a stop. They do get the stop. Masuka, foul. Got the bench up for a second there. They'll head to the line for 2. Expect Mohawk to give a full court press for the remainder of this game, and then we're going to start getting into the old foul game that people hate in the NBA, I assume, if they can't get a turnover. Good rebound by Hall. Ellis is going to get a foul from Blajon. A ticky-tack foul, but in this time, they're going to be called. So another discussion. Peter McDonald going over to the scorers table, making sure that they stop the clock on any scored basket under 2 minutes. That's going to be his 5th foul. He's going to be out of the contest. What a game by Milos Blajon. He's pushing double figures, I would say unofficially, on the block count in this game. We'll see what he ends up with. But one of their biggest defenders is going to be out of this contest. Now, coaches are entitled to a 30-second timeout because it is his 5th foul. But really, for officials, they want to push this game along. They don't want him sitting for too long. Two massive free throws that could seal this game. Xavier Ellis, the 4th-year guard out of Hamilton. Here comes the noise. It worked. It's going to get louder, folks. Brian Junker telling his team to box out the shooter. Smooth on that one. Lennox going to push the pace. 7-point lead for the Falcons. Lennox got to force it. They got to look for a 3 at one point, or they got to get a shot off. Time running out in the hourglass for the Mohawk Mountaineers. Oh, and that's one way to respond, and one Malik Richards. They didn't get the 3-point shot. They got the next best thing to it. An and one opportunity. Malik Richards heads to the line for one. Richards coming into the contest, averaging 9.5 points per game, shooting 78% from the line, and averaging 6 rebounds a game. So we got another guy that is fouled out at the end of this contest. So we'll have another, we could call it needless, 30 seconds in between free throws. A little more time for Malik Richards to think about it. Mohawk doesn't get the turnover here off the free throw. Expect a foul. Almost stripped on the play. Ball on the floor. Looks like a foul. Wow, they're going to call a jump ball. A jump ball that favors the Mountaineers. Mohawks got the ball, and they have a chance to cut it to single possession. Tony Marco Tullio has his hands on his head after that call. He is baffled a foul wasn't called for a jump in on that loose ball. Masuka. Find Lennox. Lennox against Ellis. Push off to Otong. Left wing three. Got it! Got it! Got it! Emmanuel Otong. Bang! Timeout on the floor. Oh! You want some more? Emmanuel Otong has D-Bark on its feet, folks. A 2-point game with 32 seconds to go. Otong came out of this game partially in the fourth quarter, favoring that left foot. But guess what? The adrenaline has not stopped, and the energy in this building has picked up. The Mountaineers, trailing as much as 18 to begin the second half, are now down by 2. An 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, which means one of two things. They go for the steal. I expect right now Brian Jonker might let them run the clock out and get one defensive stop. We got the fans dancing on the sideline. I'm loving it right now. How can you not? The joy in this building as the Mountaineers have mounted and almost reached the peak. The question is, have they run out of air from the elevation and journey beforehand? Or do they have that final climb in them? We're about to find out. Dueck is going to inbound the ball. Full court press by the Mountaineers. Dueck's got to be careful of that 5-second count. He's going to get the ball back. Otong matched up with Dueck. They're going to let them go for that one possession. Dueck's going to not force anything. Back out to Ellis, their steady point guard. Foster trying to create a body on Ellis. Ellis left hand, driving the lane. Scoop up and underhand. And it's going to be out of bounds. Out of bounds. Mountaineers have life. Ellis tried to go into the lane. Couldn't get it. A timeout is being implored by Tony Marco Tullio, and there will be one on the floor. I'm pretty sure he can't get one. OCAA rules regulate that he does get one even after a missed free throw or a missed shot in the last 2 minutes. 17 seconds left, folks. Mohawk has an opportunity to take the lead or win the game. Their steady point guard for Fanshawe, the Falcons, Xavier Ellis, fourth-year guard out of Hamilton, Ontario. Looks like he had the most logical play. Strong off that left hand. Didn't happen. So now Tony Marco Tullio in his 7th year under the helm for the Falcons is going to be drawing up a defensive scheme. On the other hand, who gets the ball is the question. The easy answer, Emmanuel Otong. He's been lights out this entire contest, but Terrence Lennox from St. Jean de Brebeuf has also been outstanding. Those two are the probably two key guys you're going to be looking at to score if you're Brian Jonker. But if you're the Fanshawe defense, do not sleep on the other players. Your eyes look one way, then they're going to look for that backdoor cut. A little gamesmanship right now. Jonker calls the timeout, so we're going to have back-to-back minute timeouts for people to mull over these decisions. Fanshawe coming into the contest, 2-1. Mohawk, 1-1. The Mountaineers down by as much as 18. And with 17 seconds left in this contest, they have an opportunity to send the debark into a frenzy pending the next possession. Curious to see what the play being drawn up is. I know we can't get that close in on those shots, but we're doing our best. Brian Jonker, again, I think it's going to go either one of two ways. Otong and Lennox are the primary two scorers you have at this point that have proven themselves throughout this contest, or they're going to try something a little backdoor and distract the Falcons, who were soaring and now have kind of descended. The question is, will they come crashing down, and will the Mountaineers scale the peak for one last final climb? You want an exciting contest, you got it here on Mohawk TV. Here comes the ball game, folks. Masuka's gonna inbound it. He's gotta find someone. He's gonna find Otong. Otong signs out. He gets there. Emmanuel Otong ties this game up. Inbound by the Falcons. One last possession. Here we go. Dueck has it. Tries it to the lane. Up and in. Up and in. No timeout. 3 seconds. Lennox. One last prayer. Prayer up. Prayer not answered. Wow. What a game here at the debark. The Mountaineers, after climbing the mountain, cannot reach the peak. The Falcons remain soaring after a late basket by Dueck, the 6'4" guard out of London. First year showing senior poise on that game-winning shot. What a sequence. What a game, folks. I'm out of breath. Not only because I've been talking for 4 hours straight, but you can't ask for a better finish than that. You really can't. Coach gets to play drawn on Brian Jonker well, and Otong responds. And on the other end, Dueck, the first year with the senior play. We had Mlajon early on in the contest going up. Parker says, don't have that. A foul was called on that one. You get that inbounds play. It's Mlajon going baseline. Again, the foul was called. He was out of the contest, Mlajon, at the end. And Otong, what do you say about this kid? Nothing. 3-ball after 3-ball after 3-ball. The Mohawk Mountaineers almost came back, folks. They were down 18. They fall at basically the buzzer on a last-second shot. The final score in this one, 86-84. For Greg Campbell and the rest of the Mohawk TV crew, we thank you for tuning in. You can catch live action again this upcoming Saturday, volleyball in the afternoon, and then a pair contest in the evening for basketball. Have yourselves a good night.